Everyone, very good evening to all. Today we are going to start the new chapter of our science, chapter 15 called Our Environment. It is again a really very important chapter as per your exam point of view. So first we are going to understand about the waste, its types and the component, or we can say the important point that we will cover in this chapter. We are going to understand that first. So first we have the biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So what is waste? Waste is nothing but the unwanted material. Okay, the unwanted material to the human being is called as beta waste. Whatever the unwanted material we have is nothing but the waste. Okay, and biodegradable waste means all the organic waste. It may be plant or animal origin that can decompose with the help of microbes are called as biodegradable waste. Whereas non-biodegradable waste means the waste which is not going to decompose by the microorganism, okay, are called as non-biodegradable waste. If we will take example like plastic, okay, is the non-biodegradable waste. Ecosystem. What is ecosystem? It is really very important term. Ecosystem is the geographical area where biotic and abiotic component reacts with each other to sustain life of the living organism is called as ecosystem. Components of ecosystem. So we have two kind like components of ecosystem. First is called biotic component. Biotic component includes all living organism. Living means maybe plant, animal or microbes. They may be plant, they may be animal, they may be microbes. Okay, and this is the first component of ecosystem. Second component we have non living, that means abiotic. Abiotic component means non-living components. Non-living. Non-living includes like air, water, oxygen, and other minerals, vitamins, proteins, etc. Okay, all they are abiotic, but these abiotic factors are responsible for having life. That's why both biotic as well as abiotic factors are important component of the ecosystem. Okay, everyone, am I audible? Keep replying.
Yes, sir, audible.
Okay, so the environment include a physical surrounding like air, okay, water bodies, soil, etc. Okay, maybe land, all the organisms such as plant, animal, human being, and microorganism like bacteria, fungi, even microbes like virus also, and the decomposers of the waste material produced by the various activities of the man and animal, okay, are poisonous in some extent and can be divided into two main groups. What are they? Number one, we have biodegradable, and second one is non-biodegradable waste. So our environment is whatever we have in our surrounding is our environment. Okay, so first we are going to understand about the waste and their types. So we already understood what is waste is. So waste is the unwanted, undesirable substance, okay, which is present in our surrounding is called as waste. So first we are going to discuss about the biodegradable waste. So all the substance that can be broken down by the biological processes, which called decay decomposition process, and it is takes place with the help of microbes, are said to be biodegradable waste. Okay, these substances are decomposed through the action of fungi, bacteria, and other living organisms. Okay, temperature and sunlight also plays an important role in decomposition of biodegradable substance, because that sunlight and the proper temperature is required for the growing microbes in such waste so that they can easily decompose biodegradable waste. For example, we have food waste, tree leaves, urine and fecal matters, sewage, agricultural residue, paper, wood, cloth, cow dung, etc. All these are whether they are plant origin or animal origin. So they can be decomposed with the help of microbe easily. That's why they are called as beta biodegradable waste. Understood everyone what are biodegradable waste? Keep replying.
Sir.
Okay. Now we are going to discuss about non-biodegradable waste. So substances that are not broken down by the biological processes. These substances may be in solid form, may be in liquid form or in gaseous form. Okay. Inert and simply the substance are inert means they are not going to react with other substance, they are not going to broken down into simpler form, that's why they are called as inert, and simply persist in the living in an environment for the long period of time or may harm the various member of the ecosystem. They may harm animal, they may harm human being, plant, or if we will like pour in water bodies, so they will harm the aquatic life also. That's why they are very toxic and dangerous for our environment. Example, this includes DDT. You know DDT powder, that is powder or the insecticide which is sprinkled in order to kill the microbes and mosquitoes also. DDT is dichloro diphenyl tetrachloroethane. Okay, its structure is like this. We have phenol, here we have chlorine, here we have carbon, here we have another phenol like this. Here we have again chlorine, here we have carbon, here we have 3 chlorine, okay, like this. So this is called beta DDT, dichloro, okay, here we have 2 chloro, 2 phenyl, and tetrachloro means 4 chlorine, and ethane means 2 carbon chain. Okay, so it is dichloro diphenyl tetrachloroethane. Okay, it is called as DDT. It is an insecticide, okay, and most of the insecticide we use to sprinkle in a crop field, even insecticide, pesticide, mercury, lead, arsenic, alum, plastics, polythene bags, glass, radioactive waste. These are the non-biodegradable waste and which causes the major pollution of environment in air, water and soil also. Okay, everyone, keep replying, beta.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now we are going to discuss about harmful effect of biodegradable as well as non-biodegradable waste. So number one, first here we have the waste destroy the natural beauty of our surrounding and make it very dirty. Is it? The waste, whether it is biodegradable or non-biodegradable, it destroys the natural beauty of our surrounding and makes it dirty. Second, decomposition of these waste result in production of foul smell. Okay, the decomposition process releases many gases and they smells very bad, which is called as the foul smell, which spread to the surrounding areas and may cause disease also, like vomiting, headache, etc. Third one, these waste may also block the drain, creating pools of the waste, which becomes like breeding sites of the mosquito, and the later it carries a disease like malaria, dengue, filaria, etc. Okay, filarium is the elephant leg. Okay, it is again spread by the protozoa which is present in the filariasis species mosquito. Understood, everyone? These are the three harmful effects of biodegradable as well as non-biodegradable waste. Any doubt beta here? Everyone keep reply beta.
No, sir.
Okay, so I want everyone had to take first screenshot here. Done.
Yes, sir.
Take a second screenshot from here.
Done, sir.
Now we are going to understand the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste, and it is going to be your third screenshot. Okay, so the waste that is broken down naturally by the microbes are called as biodegradable waste, but non-biodegradable means they are not going to break down into simpler form by the microbes are called as non-biodegradable waste. This is the first difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Second point, again very important, biodegradation forms the harmless and the non-poisonous product. Most of the time, the biodegradation takes place that waste then used as a manure and the organic fertilizer in crop field. Okay, but non-biodegradable waste, no such actions is possible because they are not going to decompose like biodegradable waste. Third point, again very important, they release the raw materials back to the nature. Okay, and those substances can be used as a manure or the simpler form so that plant can reabsorb nutrition from them. But in case of non-biodegradable waste, they do not release the raw material. Okay, everyone. So this is the third screenshot for today. Just take a screenshot. Then we are going to move further. Done, everyone? Keep replying, keep replying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understanding.
Okay. Now, fourth difference. See, at least you have to remember four difference if it will come for 2 marks. Okay. So you have to remember at least 4 points correctly. Now, next, they pollute the environment only when they are produced in quantity beyond the capacity of the environment to degrade them. Okay, if suppose the biodegradable waste is generated from the like city, okay, like big city, so they may cause the environmental pollution, okay, during the decomposition process only. Okay, but non-biodegradable waste pollutes the environment even in small quantity. Fifth difference, bioconcentration does not occur. Okay, here like deposition of the particular substance or we can say the mineral is not takes place here because they can decompose in the simpler form and that can be reused as a biofertilizer. Bioconcentration of the bio or the biomagnification occurs when waste enters the food chain. Okay, suppose that non-biodegradable substance produces toxins also, and those when enters in the suppose DDT or a bioinsecticide, no, that insecticides and pesticides they are made from the different chemicals. When these chemical enters in food chain or food web, they directly affect the food chain. Okay, everyone, that's why non-biodegradable waste are more dangerous and harmful as compared to the biodegradable waste. Okay, so non-biodegradable wastes are very, very dangerous. Sixth point, recycling is possible both naturally or throughout the human effort or through the human effort. Oh, that means suppose we have a cow dung, which can be used in biogas plant in order to produce energy. After that, that slurry which is releases or coming out from the biogas plant can be used as a vermicompost if we will add some worm here, worm there. So that worm will decompose the rest slurry and will convert into the organic manure, and which can be used as a fertilizer or biofertilizer in farm field. But in case of non-biodegradable waste, recycling is possible only through the human effort only, not by the natural means. Okay, so this is all about the difference between biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. So I want everyone have to take a screenshot again, and it is going to be your fourth screenshot for the day. Take a screenshot, everyone.
Yes, sir, take a.
Oh. Now we are going to understand about the ecosystem. So ecosystem is a self-contained unit of living things, include plant, animal, and microbes, and their non-living things also. Okay, like soil, air, and water that we discuss now with Manoj. Okay, this is nothing but the ecosystem. So I'm just writing definition over here. Okay, so the geographical area. The geographical area where living and non-living things, living includes animal, plant, and microbes. Okay, living and non-living things. Instead of living, you can write biotic also. And in case of non-living things, you can write abiotic also. Okay, so the geographical area where living and non-living living things interacts with each other, is called as, or we can say it interacts with each other to sustain life. To sustain life is called as ecosystem. Manoj, it is really very important. Okay, definition that I have wrote here is very important. Huh? Okay, keep replying, beta, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, so let have some example here. The forest, again a ecosystem. Pond, again a ecosystem. A lake, Greenland, even our earth is an ecosystem. Even if you are having the fish pot at your home, it is again the small ecosystem. Okay, an ecosystem can both the natural or man-made, that we are discussing here. The fish pot, which is the man-made one, and the ocean, we have river. Okay, the water reservoir like the lake, if they are formed automatically due to the natural phenomenon, are called as beta natural ecosystem. But man-made ecosystem, like we have dam, okay, we have well, we have like water reservoirs. Okay, they are nothing but, if they are man-made, then they are called as, say, like man-made ecosystem. Okay, like the desert, grassland, mountain, and terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, like land-based ecosystem are called as terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, the pond, river, lake, and sea present in aquatic ecosystem means they are water-based ecosystem. And man-made are also called as artificial ecosystems, are like garden, crop field, park, aquarium, etc. are called as man-made ecosystem. Okay, everyone? Any doubt here? Keep replying, beta. I'm waiting for your
No, sir.
response. No? Okay. So now we will understand ecosystems concept through the flowchart. So here we have our ecosystem. It is the geographical area where biotic and abiotic components or things interact with each other to sustain life in living organism. Okay, are called as or is called as ecosystem. It is divided into two parts. One is called man-made ecosystem and other is the natural ecosystem. Man-made ecosystem like we have cropland, aquarium, etc. The natural ecosystem again further divided into two categories. One is called terrestrial ecosystem, means the land ecosystem, and other one is aquatic ecosystem, means the water ecosystem. Means water ecosystem. The forest, desert, and grassland are the example of terrestrial ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem again divided into two categories. One is called marine ecosystem, that means the salt water ecosystem. Okay, and the
Yes.
fresh water ecosystem means it is not the salty water. Okay, this is called the beta fresh water ecosystem. Example of marine ecosystem or saltwater ecosystems are sea and ocean. But for example of freshwater ecosystems are river, lake, pond, pool, well, etc. Okay. No, not well, because well is the man-made. Okay, so we can say pool, pond, lake, and river are the aquatic natural ecosystem and freshwater. Okay, see, river is the freshwater aquatic natural ecosystem. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So again, I want everyone have to take a screenshot from here, and I think it is a fifth screenshot, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Take a screenshot, beta.
Taken, sir.
Everyone done?
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the components of ecosystem. So we have two important component of ecosystem that we already discussed in short. Biotic means the living and abiotic means the non-living things or component of ecosystem. So first we're gonna discuss about biotic component. Okay, so those component they have life or they perform the life processes are called as biotic component of ecosystem. So I'm writing definition over here for biotic component. So those component of ecosystem, okay, those component of ecosystem which performs life process. Okay, so Manoj, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm there.
Okay, like what are life processes? What is life process?
Yes, sir.
What are life processes? We discuss here the component of ecosystem which performs life processes are called as biotic component of ecosystem. So I'm just
Yes.
asking you what is life process means? Any idea, beta?
No, sir.
Okay. So processes which are performed by living organism to sustain life are called as life processes. Understood? Processes which are performed by living organism to sustain life. Okay, example I'm writing here. First we have movement. Are you performing movement, Manoj?
Yes, sir. I'm here only.
Yes. About growth? Yes. Okay, so I'm writing here like 7 life processes we have: movement, we have growth, we have excretion, we have nutrition, we have respiration, we have reproduction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have nutrition done, we have sensation. Okay, so these are the 7 life processes performed by living organism. We have circulation also. Okay, so these are the biotic component. Means what are biotic component? Those component of ecosystem, they perform life processes like movement, growth, excretion, nutrition, reproduction, respiration, and sensation. Okay, now we have different categories in biotic component, and first category we have beta producers. First category we have producers. So producers are all green plants, blue green algae can produce their own food by the process called photosynthesis. Okay, and they uses inorganic substance like light, energy, then we have water, okay, H2O, and carbon dioxide. Okay, so by using such inorganic substance, plant have capacity to absorb water, carbon dioxide, and in presence of light, okay, chlorophyll traps energy from the light in the form of radiation energy and converts it into the chemical energy. Okay, so this process is called as beta photosynthesis, because photo means the light and synthesis means to form. So it is the process, it takes place in presence of light where radiant energy converts or deposited in the form of food. This all the organisms are called as beta producers. Therefore, all the green plants are producers. Okay, because they make their own food. They are also called autotrophs, though the components of ecosystem which produces their own food are called as producers or autotrophs. Auto means here, the auto means self, and trophs is derived from the word called trophic, which means nutrition. That means plants are self-nutrition. Okay, they like prepare their own food. That's why they perform self-nutrition process. Phytoplanktons are the very minute. See, they are present in water bodies and they are very minute and small plant are called as beta phytoplanktons. Are the very minute or microscopic organism and freely floating on the surface of water in a pond, lake, river, or ocean, etc. Phytoplanktons are the two types. One like phytoplanktons and zooplanktons. Phyto means the plant and zoo means animals. Okay, everyone. The microscopic aquatic plant freely floating on the surface of the water are called as phytoplanktons. Any doubt beta here?
No.
Okay.
Forgot.